Well, Baltimore was placed on the national stage on Labor Day weekend as the IZOD Indy Car Series came to the city, but a contract put the big race in the city for 5 years. But today, the city ended that contract. The company behind the race still owes more than $1 million to the city and several vendors. Cheryl Connor joins us now with this developing story. Cheryl?
Rosie, our calls to the mayor's office and Baltimore Racing Development were not returned tonight. And we noticed the Indy Car Series website still plans on a race for Baltimore on September 2nd. But based on today's announcement, Charm City may get knocked off this list. The ear-piercing sound of Indy cars lured more than 100,000 people to Baltimore for the city's first ever street race. Even after a year of dealing with road construction and closures, fans said the excitement on Labor Day weekend was well worth those headaches. They thought the races would be in gear for 5 years. The city had a contract with Baltimore Racing Development, but as of today, Mayor Stephanie Rawlings Blake announced the agreement is terminated after BRD failed to pay off a $1.5 million debt. In a statement, she said BRD's corporate officers and managers have failed to take the appropriate steps to put the company on a sustainable path forward. But when the event was announced in June 2010, the mayor made big promises.
This event will be a game changer for Baltimore.
And it was for Reggie's in Federal Hill. Tonight, the news of a terminated contract traveled as fast as the race cars.
Unless there's another vehicle to fill that void during that week, you can't come close to doing the kind of business that we did for the Grand Prix.
David Troy questioned the stability of BRD pretty early. You might remember he sued the city after learning more than 135 trees would be cut down for the race.
I didn't feel like that they had their game together, and speaking with them in late July, early August, what I learned very quickly was that no one seemed to be in charge. Their finances seemed to be on fairly shaky ground.
Replacing those trees remains as uncertain as the race that brought in $47 million.
It's, January as of 2 days from now, and trying to get an event that big pulled off and coordinated by September seems like it might not be possible.
So the city now has a right to reach out to other organizations to bring motorsports to Baltimore, but a lawsuit may come well before cars race around the Inner Harbor next year. Of course, we'll be watching. Cheryl Connor, ABC 2 News.